Fighting a fire is fun to do your job, but I think the older you get, you realize you went and tried to help out, but someone else's life is completely ruined.
Yeah.
You know, and so you're like, you don't really want to necessarily
do that.
Well, not that you don't want to do it. You won't put it out and stuff, but you're not like, I think maybe the older you get, you start realizing like, man, that house had a mortgage.
Yeah.
That might have been expensive.
Yeah, totally.
Like what? Oh, their stuff's gone now?
Yeah.
Like when you're 25, you're just like, I can get new stuff.
That's you don't think about it in the same terms as an adult.
The only reason why I asked that, I was on a ride along years ago, and one of the guys was like, oh man, I hope we get a ripper tonight. You know, I didn't know how collectively, like, or how individually, like, you guys felt about fighting fire, like, in terms of, like, being fun or whatever.
When you get, well, because we live together, so it's kind of like.
Such a unique
job. You're kind of like a reality show that doesn't get filmed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I would say
there's a lot of drama up there.
Tacoma FD is like pretty spot on with like Firehouse, like just silliness. And so like when you get a fire, you can be annoyed at someone or something, but then everyone works together, and then you're kind of like, all right, like
it's really
everyone's
like a family
pumped up
type.
After, you know, like again, you say pumped up, but you're also not like trying to be, someone's life is ruined. Like, their life is shitty right now, and we're like, we put the fire out. Like,
right.
You don't want like pictures in the paper of smiling and high-fiving someone's
it's almost like
house burning down.
It's almost like bittersweet, for lack of a better term. Like, obviously, like, you probably save some people's lives, hopefully save part of their home, but then the flip side is this is the worst day of somebody's life.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, most of the stuff we do is possibly the worst day of their life. So even if it's, I don't know, they fell off the toilet, that could be the worst day of their life.
With the living and working together situation. So I know like Pittsfield specifically just added a couple women to the fire department, which I think is awesome. Did that change up the dynamic a ton or not really?
Other than I think they had to now separate bathrooms.
Like logistically, there was some changes.
They put up like a wall and wherever now it's like, this is like if you're working with one of the ladies, it's like, well, that's probably their bathroom today.
Yeah,
but,
gotcha.
I mean, they are great. They don't. It's to me, it's not really much different. I grew up hanging out with women. So it's not. They have good senses of humor. They're not.
Yeah, I don't think you get into that line of work if you can't hang with the boys. You know.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably probably tougher than the boys. You know.
I believe that.
That was the least thing I cared. Like when I first got hired, I was like, I hope I don't kill anyone today. I hope I grab the right thing. Or
that's a big. I would feel the same way.
I remember like the first time, like my first shift, there was a car accident. Like a car hit a tree on like Wacona Street, and it was like car into a tree. And it's like 2 a.m. And I'm like, I get on the engine and I'm like, oh my God, like car and tree, like that could be on fire. Like, who knows? So I put on like my Scott pack for air and all this stuff. And it's
to respond to a car.
Yes.
Even I know that seems a little excessive.
It seems a bit, a bit like not smart.
Well, was anyone telling you not to do that?
No, it's just one of those things. Probably they were like, normal people know, not idiots know what not to put a Scott pack. But I was like, well, what if it's on fire? Like in my head, I'm like, it could be on fire.
Yeah.
Like, what if someone, like, you never know.
Yeah.
Like this job's, and then you get there and like the officer like looked at me, he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, go take your pack off, you moron. I was like, I'm like,
maybe this is too much.
I'm like, you might be right. Yeah, I don't need this. It's just a car. Okay.
It's a car
resting
like
no one's even in it. Like,
do you see that happen with other new guys, like rookies as they come up, or was that just solely Nick Tatey thing?
It's probably my stupidity mainly, but I think everyone's it's not like everyone that gets hired goes to college for the same thing and learns the same thing. It's like, you could have been a carpenter before and get hired at 26. Like I got hired at 34.
Older.
There's way older people that got hired than me.
Oh, really?
Someone got hired at 50 once. And not once. They're still there.
I thought you like aged out.
No, well, we don't.
I thought that's why you never did it.
We don't have a 32.
I was told that I couldn't be a firefighter if I was 40. I think that's just because they didn't want me to go for it.
Yeah, hey, listen, if you can
he's
make
way
it,
too beta for this job.
Yeah.
If you can make it,
bird legs want to be a firefighter? Don't you have a 30-inch waist?
you get to wear, the bunker pants that can expand your leg.
I think I got bad information
Circumference.
because they were like, no, you want to be a firefighter, you can be a firefighter, because I wasted a lot of time in my 20s drinking and selling cars, and I should have been taking a civil service exam and stuff. But
cars.
I mean, it's only one. It's literally like one day every 2 years. You could have just been like, I won't sell a Miata today.
I was selling Mazda Miatas.
I'll wait to have a drink after the test.
Well, I was in radio. I got fired, and then it took me a while to get back into it. And then, so in the meantime, I was like in a garage band and like drinking and
you're like, oh, well.
Ripping heaters.
You're like, well,
I was smoking Marlboro Lights, and
you're like, we have a strict Wednesday practice rule. So like, if I get on, I might as well work Wednesday. That's. You know where we're going? We're going places. Yeah. You know where we're going? This garage band is going garage to garage. Yeah. And we're going to be somebody.
I know.
You smoking Marb Lights is so funny. We used to call them slut butts in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Just Marb Lights?
Marb Lights or slut butts.
Well,
because the slutty girls smoked them.
It was Camel Lights in high school. And then it was, my buddy Dave smoked Camel non-filters.
Oh.
Like he was he was a real man.
He was like, I'm not getting all the toxic stuff I want. I want the non-filter heat going right down.
And his parents used to buy because they didn't have a ton of money, his parents used to buy the filter cigarettes and then cut the filters off. Oh, yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah. No, I swear to God. Yeah, no, there was a thing. I walked in and his dad was like, hey, how are you? He's like, cutting the...
He's prepping it.
He was prepping his Dorals or whatever.
He's like, these things are trash.
Yeah. And just straight iced coffee and non-filter cigarettes, and the heat was on 80.
Very Ben Affleck. Very Ben Affleck. The iced coffee and the cigarettes.
Yeah. I mean, and they're just great people, though. Just great salt of the earth people. I mean, just working class. Good people. Good.
Is it true firefighters can't smoke cigarettes?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, we signed to. Well, maybe it's when I got
police too. I think
when I got on, I had to sign a goodwill type contract thing that said I won't smoke any tobacco.
Really?
Yeah.
What about like Zins and stuff? Well, that's not tobacco.
Well, that's not tobacco.
Right?
That's nicotine. So
gotcha.
I think that's.
Are you a Zin guy? You seem like a Zin guy.
Yeah, you look like a Zin guy.
No, Zins are I like nicotine. I think is good for you.
Theoretically,
when you listen to people like nicotine is like nicotine itself as
we were talking about
a supplement without all the stuff that kills you is actually not bad for you.
Right.
But
Rogan had a guy on talking about, or he was talking about how, like, I think he quit drinking too recently. Rogan.
Well, yeah, but it's not. I never really saw him as like a drinker.
Me either.
Like if Bert Kreischer quit drinking,
like his buddies, like his crew, like definitely drinks.
I mean,
I don't think Rogan was like the drinker of.
He just said he like started the comedy club and he'd hang out there, so he'd have a couple drinks. I mean, I think quit drinking to him is like, I don't have my 3 whiskeys at the end of the night or something, like twice a week. It's not like he woke up and was like, ooh, punishment drink. I'll have this punishment drink because I poured it last night, and I'm not gonna waste whiskey in the morning. Like, might as well have it.
Because he was talking about a brain stimulant, nicotine being like a healthy brain stimulant, or in small doses, it not being like sort of being healthy for you. But I think the jury's out on that. I'm not sure, but I was sort of like I wanted to try Zyn. Like I just like the marketing of it. I'm a sucker for marketing.
I don't understand what so many of my friends are into it. I just don't understand what the point is.
I think
but I never enjoyed a nicotine
buzz
from
high?
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
No, it gives you a buzz, right?
It gives you a buzz. But I don't know if like people that used to dip have the same.
Yeah.
But because I feel like chewing tobacco is probably way more aggressive than like a nicotine pouch.
Definitely.
Oh, you think so?
But I mean, you can get like, there's some that are like, there's one called like, I think it's called Pablo, and it's like a 50 milligram pouch. That's like,
what's a normal one? Like 3 or 5? They come in different ones, right?
3, 6, 9.
Oh yeah.
This one's a 50.
Was Theo talking about that?
I thought 50 is like like gasoline, like just smelling salts to your throat. Like you're I mean, it gives you a little, I think it's like, oh, if you have that and you have a drink, I'm just like, oh, I got a buzz,
It's a
like
nice
instead
little
of
combo. Maybe I'll try
instead of having like, you know, all these drinks is like one beverage and a pouch makes you like a little buzzed better or safer. I don't know.
Why do I think that a lot of firefighters drink? Is that like just anybody who drinks? Is that, or is it like, does that job, like the trauma? I think the trauma of that job is sort of like how do you guys?
We just have a
healthily
schedule.
decompress?
It's like sometimes my first day off of the week is a Monday. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone else, but our schedule is like you theoretically have a lot of more time to just be bored.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, you know, it's like